GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes, and yes, we are live. Today is Sunday, October 6th, and if you have any questions, comments, or reports, we'd love to hear from you. Being the only live interactive fishing and hunting television show ever, it's easy. It's called the Viewer Hotline. It's 503-548-6777. But, of course, I've got to do my open the right way. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And like I mentioned, we'd love to hear from you on that viewer hotline. Questions, comments, reports, like always. Again, we'd love to hear from you. We've got time to get a couple of those calls in today, so don't be shy. And if you've been sending photos over, and there's no shortage of you doing that, we're going to be showing you some of those photos here in just a little bit. And, of course, we'll show you how you can send those photos over. But before we get to that, special guest in the studio, and for whatever reason, it seems like way too long since we've had Eric Winther from the Pike Minnow Reward Program here in the studio. And what we're going to talk about is the program itself and how 2024 went. Record-setting numbers, record-setting participation, record-setting amount of money paid out, and record numbers of fish caught. So a lot of our salmon and steelhead smolts are going to have a very good advantage on getting out to that saltwater. It's eliminating one of those issues that our fish have when they're smolts, and it's just a fantastic program and a great way to make some money. And every single one of you that's ever participated in this Pike Minnow Reward Program, you are going to be staggered by the amount of money the top person made this year. I've been doing this for nearly, actually it's over a decade, Eric, that they've been part of Outdoor GPS. I've never seen a number like this. It's a record-setting number, and I can say congratulations to that individual, which it will always remain nameless. But if you are watching, holy moly, dude. Time spent, money made in such a short period of time is very, very impressive. After that, we're going to check in with Austin Mosier. He's the owner-operator of Austin's Northwest Adventures. He's up there in the Hanford Reach area, as you can see there. Very recent photo from the last day or two. Chasing Chinook around. And as always, Austin he's no question a 10%er. It does help that he has a lot of rods in the boat, but I guarantee you put him out there by himself, he's going to do just as well per rod. And he's a great interview, so we're going to have a chance to check in with him, find out how things are over there on that side of the state. So for, again, all of you that do spend your time up there or are watching from that side of the state, pay attention. We'll have that report for you live, hopefully via Zoom, here in just a little while to give you some of that insight that might help you be more successful when you get out there. So lots of ways that we're going to be able to get you some, again, some ideas of what you can do. There's no shortage of options here in the Northwest right now when you're talking about chasing salmon around, if it's silvers or Chinook, if it's up and down the coast. We've got duck season that's right around the corner, literally, although it's no fun. Go fishing. Also, rifle, deer, and elk seasons either in full swing or about to kick off. So there's just a ton of options that you have around here in the Northwest. We'd love to hear what you're up to. Maybe you can share some advice that would help others. Also, though, in this upcoming segment, we'll have fish counts and the typical stuff that we generally have. Although we do have a phone call, I understand, coming in. Can we take Porter's phone call? I'm going to assume by the silence that means yes. So Porter is from Portland. He has some thoughts about salmon this year, it looks like. Porter, what's going on?
Hey, Owen, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for calling. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I was just wondering how you thought the salmon fishing went this year.
Excellent. Overall, I would say that this year, if you were to take the spring Chinook, the summer run, and the fall Chinook, all that into consideration, I would say that the spring Chinook fishing, at least for me, everything that I do, everyone, is my own reference, what happens for me. Spring Chinook season was okay. Wasn't great by any means. The summer Chinook fishing was okay. For some, it was excellent. And then, without question, the fall Chinook fishing, even up to now, has been phenomenal. I would say overall it was a very, very good year. How about yourself, Porter? What was your experience like?
Oh, really good. I had a good month of springer fishing in July.
Oh, yeah.
And then, buoy 10, like I was told you before, is we came in with fish every day, spent 2 weeks down there, and then went back down for Labor Day, and everything had multiple fish. So it was a pretty good year. It's kind of like, each year is up and down, and last year was really good. But they've lengthened the Columbia River out here to October 13th this year, and like last year. So it seems to be plenty of fish. I do like what they did is they spread things out. Like down at buoy 10, you couldn't keep wild fish until it was a Puget Island or something like that. And then so a lot of Longview people got some fish going, and actually everybody else. So it's kind of a good year for everybody, I think.
I would agree. I mean, overall, and most people were very well aware. I mean, every weekend I'm here Saturday and Sunday morning. I haven't been doing a lot of fishing in August and September because getting prepared for hunting season. So I missed a pretty solid window, although it's still pretty darn good right now. I'm getting reports this morning of really good opportunities and fishing out on the Columbia as we speak. And up and down the coast has been very good up to this point for most, not all. And traditionally, October, at least in my family, that's when we would spend most of our time in that Garibaldi and Nehalem area. And it seems like things are working out well. Now, I'm always looking forward to that winter steelhead season, and I'm just crossing my fingers that everything holds true. The conditions were good in the saltwater this year for the Chinook. Last 3 years, I guess, if we were to talk about how those fish are to this day. So just crossing our fingers that winter steelhead season is as good as the rest of the seasons were. But overall, Porter, I would say that this year was really good. I know that a lot of folks that spent their time in buoy 10 were extremely frustrated with the unmarked fish thing. It was very frustrating in a lot of cases, but you're right, it did help spread out the fishing throughout the main stem of the Columbia. So there's always a pro and a con, but overall, Porter, yeah, it was a very good season this year, a good year for Chinook overall. Thanks for your phone call, Porter. Hopefully you can get out and get in on this before it does ultimately wrap up for Chinook. But don't forget the silver fishing. And as a matter of fact, as I got a second here, I was in a message yesterday received, was asked to remind people that if you're in areas where people are trolling for silvers, and there's, without saying the exact location, main stem, Big River, really close to us, twitching and throwing plugs in the midst of everybody that is trolling is really not your best idea. You're always going to find somebody that's going to try to do something against the grain. And again, people are going to do what they want to do, but there are places to go casting for silvers. Again, it doesn't matter if it's on a big river or not. We've proven that can be a very, very good technique on the main stem Columbia, the Willamette in the right areas. But when there's people trolling everyone, just keep in mind that they're there for a reason doing that. You can find another spot to do it without interfering with others. So just a quick little side note that I was asked to throw out there. Okay, let's go ahead and show you some of the photos that everybody's been sending over. And there's a lot. Ryan is inundated with these daily, and we love it. So don't be shy with this. There's a number of ways to send them in. Our Fox 12 app is the easiest by far, but you can send them in on our Facebook page and other ways as well. So just pay attention if you've been sending those in. And here's another one from Kevin, his first salmon. Lots of those photos this year with first salmon, if not of the year, first salmon ever, which is, sorry, everyone. It's a Deschutes River steelhead. You got to pause. I don't care who you are. Nice fish, too, by the way. And I have not been there. Just kills me that I haven't been there this year. Connie's first. Okay, here's another one. Larry sent this in. Not a big fish, but certainly one that's going to be delicious. Definitely up east, it looks like. Nice job. Well done. And, geez, a 200-pounder. Reggie Wilson. What a beautiful halibut. That's a lot of halibut meat, everyone. That's definitely a nice halibut. Congratulations on that. That must have been one heck of a battle. Lauren's first salmon, another first salmon. Julie sent this in. Great photo, too, by the way. There's something to be said about warm weather and catching chromers. Unless you're on the east side and you're catching tomatoes. But, hey, who's judging? I'm just giving you a hard time. Nice coho. Yeah, it is. Wow. Oh, that's the Oregon hold. Sorry. No, it's still a really, really nice silver. And there's been some dandies caught. We'll be showing you some photos that have been sent in that are fish that are in the teens. That's a really, as you should know, that's a really nice silver. Papa Day's birthday. I'm not sure why it's written that way, and maybe I'm wrong. Nice fish too, by the way. Another one over on the east side. At least it looks like that. And there's been a ton of those. Oh. Mr. Butler. Look at that. Yep. I'm not going to say anything. I know a lot about this story. I was actually just talking with him yesterday. His daughter plays on my soccer team, or my daughter's soccer team. Very nice bowl. Very, very nice bowl. Congratulations. Anytime with the stick and string that you can get close enough. One day, everyone, one day. And here is Tyler Butler. Oh, man, look at that. Just another dandy. Congrats. Yeah, the ferns and stuff kind of give it away. But what it does, they've got more meat in the freezer. You had to probably buy a new freezer, didn't you? I wouldn't doubt it. Ted Liu. Hey, Ted, that's our attorney here. Nameless River. I know which one that is, and I will remain keeping it nameless. Ted, well done. He is our fishing attorney here at Outdoor GPS. If you ever need him, make sure you look him up. Outdoor GPS on our Fox 12 app is easy to find, it's easy to download, and it is easy to upload those photos. It'll explain exactly how to do so, and when you can't do it, because a lot of you seem to not be able to do it, just get a hold of Ryan. He'll walk you through it one way or the other. All right, let's cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to have our field report, just a handful of reports to throw out there. We'll have fish counts, this and that, and we're going to check in with Carly Olson and find out what our weather is going to do this upcoming weekend. If you're like me, it looks kind of good. We'll see what she's got to say in just a few minutes.